Hi Scorpio, this is Healing and Reach Tarot. This channel brings you messages from your soul to realign you into balance, peace, love, and best case scenarios for decisions in your life. So welcome back if you're a subscriber, and welcome if you're new. Please consider subscribing and liking this video if it resonates. It is a general reading for the month of July for the Sun, Moon, Rising of Scorpio. If it does not resonate, or if you'd like a more personalized reading, in the description box below there is a link for that. I am available for that. I'm also a body worker and energy healer of 20 years, and there's a link down below for energy healing sessions. These sessions align you with your soul and deep peace and clearing negative energies and blockages so that you can feel free to be empowered and fully peaceful and powerful in your life. So there's a link for that below. Last but not least, I am selling body butters. They are whipped mango butters, and they come in 3 scents: lavender mint, rosemary lemon, and geranium rose. Mango, it's 8 ounces, $12. And these body butters, mango butter is very light, and it's very soothing as well. So it's a very healing butter. And so if you have anything like psoriasis, eczema, sunburn, insect bites, mango butter can be very soothing for all kinds of skin rashes and conditions. It's also very anti-aging, as it has a lot of nourishing antioxidant properties. So not to go on and on, in the description box below I'll have all that benefit listed. So let's get right into your reading, Scorpio. So we're going to start off with messages, soul messages from my cat oracle deck. They're beautiful kitty cat watercolors. I have wonderful messages on them. So what's coming in for the month of July for Sun, Moon, Rising of Scorpio? What's coming in for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising for July 2020? What's coming in for Scorpio for the month of July 2020? What soul messages do we have for Scorpio? Ooh, you get relaxation, Scorpio. Oh, that's Molly. Molly like a cloud. Meet Molly like a cloud. She is the embodiment of that luscious state between purring and sleep. Molly understands the healing magic of stretching her paws, arching her back, letting out a long meow, and then settling into a cozy circle of softness and rest. For a moment or maybe longer, let go of everything you feel you have to do and consciously relax your body and mind. Slow down your breath. Savor the stillness between each inhale and exhale. Close your eyes. Unwind. Soften. You deserve the gentle healing of relaxation. So that is your soul overall message, Scorpio. Relaxation. Well, Scorpios being powerhouses, it's not surprising that the message of relaxation would come in for you, dear Scorpios. So let's see what else we have coming in for July 2020. For the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising for July 2020, sign of Scorpio. What do we have coming in through the tarot, using the Star Tarot deck? All right. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what we got. Just letting this kind of come all together in my mind before I start talking. Let me see if I can get all the cards into the picture here. Okay, that's better. All right. I feel like you have a lot of self-love coming in, a lot of spiritual energy coming in, but I think you also have a lot on your plate. So I'm getting this overall feeling of putting down things, that there's a need to put things down, and that the things that you've been holding have disappointed you. Like there's something about others around you that you have felt disappointment with. And then it's created a guarded energy, so it's almost like what we put out is what we get back. So whatever has been disappointing you, like I see a progression here, like you've been doing a lot, then sometimes when we do a lot, we feel disappointed around all the people around us that aren't holding their own or picking up their own slack, and that pisses us off. And then we feel like we're putting out negative energy because we feel so disappointed and irritated with others around us. So I feel like you're coming into this reading with that kind of an energy. But this Nine of Wands crossing the Four of Cups, I feel like this is the disappointment, and this is the guardedness, that you're now getting back their negative energy because they felt yours, and it just has become this like self-prophesizing mirror of, you know, like it's created you to be guarded. So that's not that's the opposite of relaxation. So I'm getting that you're coming out of this cycle of being, this is where you've been, and you're coming out of that cycle. You definitely felt a need to hold a lot of irons in the fire. You had a need for that. Or at least you thought you did. And I think you're coming out of that realizing that maybe you could put some of those irons down. Or what is it? Iron ore in the fire? I you know what I'm saying. Lots of things going on. I just heard that a lot of it's mental energy, so a lot of it is thinking. It's you thought you had to, and you're realizing that they were thoughts of your own creation, and that you could pivot. You could choose to put some of these down. Yeah, you get the Seven of Swords beneath you, so this is beneath the whole reading, but beneath like energies operating beneath your conscious mind. You're getting the Seven of Swords. I feel like, again, it's being more conscious of your own mind and realizing how we trick ourselves, or we think that we are right or know. But sometimes we have to be really honest with ourselves and realize the price we're paying for that kind of a stance. So I feel like you're coming into that kind of energy, realizing that kind of a stance is more detrimental to your spiritual and emotional health than it's worth. So in the near future, you have the King of Cups. So you're definitely coming out of this cycle and moving into beautiful, free-flowing energy. This is your card, Scorpio. This is Scorpio. So you're coming back into your own beautiful fullness again very soon. If you're not already there, I feel like you have seen the light. Like you've seen, oh, okay, I need to let go. I need to rest. I need to put some stuff down so that I can return back to myself and the fullness of the ocean, right? Like that feeling when Scorpio is powerful and aligned, they are deep and powerful and full like the ocean. So I've said this to a few signs before for the month of July. If you have a chance to go to the ocean or be in water, definitely listen to the healing properties of water and let it recharge you and renew you and rebalance you in powerful ways. Whew, I feel so good. I just thinking about that for you, Scorpio, is making me relax. Okay, so we get the Eight of Pentacles in your recent past. So this was definitely feeling like you were, I see a hamster on the wheel. I feel like you felt like you were that hamster running and, gotta keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. Like just going around and around and around and around. The Eight of Pentacles is work, the typical work card, but in this deck and the way it's coming up for you, it's definitely feel like it was too much going on, too much that hamster in the wheel energy, almost making you dizzy. So what crowns you as the Magician? So mercurial energy, that empowered state of knowing that you're magical and you're empowered by knowing your skills. This feels very much like you know that you are an empowered person. There's something about returning to this energy that's very different than the energy you've been in. So when you're doing a lot, it may feel like you're empowered because you're doing a lot, but it's kind of like false. Like it's not true power. So I think you're starting to recognize the difference between feeling spiritually empowered and falsely empowered. So just because you're really busy and doing a lot doesn't mean that it's empowered. You're realizing this. You're starting to your conscious mind is starting to really put this as a valuable realization. And so you're in this conversation with yourself of how do I create more empowerment for myself from a balanced, full, spiritually connected place where I'm open and loving to all others around me. All of this is coming in the near future, in the month of July for you, this realization, this cycle moving in this direction. Yeah, so for yourself, in the self position, you have the Ten of Wands, and this is like burden, and so you've been feeling like, and I hear emotional burden, so you've definitely been feeling it's taken an emotional toll on you. So I feel like you've had a lot to do, but then whatever that movement is that you're coming out of being disappointed with others has had an emotional cost. There's been an emotional burden to it. So for what's around you is the Prince of Wands. This is the energy of Sagittarius. And how I see this for you, Scorpio, is Sagittarius is the sign after you. And it's a sign that is lighter than Scorpio. And so as you come out of this burdened state, I feel like the lessons of the sign after you, Sagittarius, they're around you. They're in your environment. They're saying to you, hey, progress chart, Scorpio moves into Sag. So some of you might already be in Sag energy in your progressed natal chart. Natal chart moving into a progressed chart is Scorpio moving into Sagittarius energy. So I feel like the Sagittarius quality around you is helpful. So maybe you have a Sag around you, or you're, intimate with a Sag. That Sag is helping you let go of some of the disappointment of others around you. Like, there's a wisdom to Sagittarius, that there's a playfulness to Sagittarius that has a wisdom for Scorpio. And I feel like even if a Sag human being is not around you, there's a lesson here in playful Sagittarius energy, an adventure quality, light and adventurous quality to Sag that could teach Scorpio how to let go, how to emotionally unpack themselves. So you really, you're coming into hopes, fears, and dreams. This is definitely a dream and a hope that this Ten of Cups is something that you thought you were on the path to creating, but then you sort of kind of got sidetracked into this little overworking disappointment phase. So you definitely still have this as a hope and dream, and you're returning back. So this is going to return. Don't worry. I feel like you don't have to grasp at this or wonder why you didn't, get there, or you screwed it up or something, right? So no, you didn't. And this will become the natural byproduct of you letting go. So you'll return there. And we get the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini. This is, God, if there was a more incompatible sign with Scorpio, it would be Gemini. So this is sort of like saying, yeah, recognize all, like when I first looked at this layout, this was the card that jumped out at me the most to say everything I've already just said about putting the swords down, putting down the way you've been structuring, how you've seen your life lately. So this was the card that told me that. And so as your final outcome card, it's definitely saying, rest and put those swords down. Don't keep strangulating yourself with this self-entrapment of the way you've been seeing things lately. So you're coming out of this. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like this is a solitary movement. You're learning your own, the value in taking responsibility for your own disappointments and mental states that cause burden and disappointment. Let's see if we can clarify the Eight of Swords just a little bit more. Let's see what else we can get for some advice cards here for you, Scorpio, for the month of July. Let's see what comes out to clarify the Eight of Swords and his advice. Oh, look at that. Oh, how nice. Okay, yeah, so you're coming into, as you put those Eight of Swords down, you're coming into grounded, queenly-like energy. This is Capricorn, and then the Ace of Cups. So you're definitely coming into this, your own energy, regenerative, relaxing, releasing energy, love, and that will help you feel empowered in that way that we talked about. That's actually true power, true empowerment. So the Magician's here, the Queen of Pentacles is here, and the Ace of Cups, all coming together to say that this is available to you, Scorpio. When you let go and you relax and you forgive yourself and others, there's a lot of richness that's available around the corner for you. And I feel like as you relax, this kitty cat card in the very beginning telling you to relax, I feel like the relaxation piece is going to bring in this wisdom. So what do you have to do? How do I get there? How do I let go? Just start by relaxing. Just start by letting yourself be still for a while. Stretch, feel into your body, feel into the out breath and how the out breath allows you to let go. There's so much wisdom there on that out breath that can teach you how to, there's wisdom in the letting go itself, and let it teach you. So it's particular for every one of you, and it's like you have to learn by doing, right? So it's like in the moment of you tuning into that out breath, in that very moment, there's like an ocean of wisdom waiting for you. So if you're in the ocean and you're breathing, or you just imagine yourself in the ocean and you can feel carried by the current of your deep spiritual, emotional nature. So returning back to your own nature and returning back to just ease, relaxation, and wisdom in that letting go is going to be very powerful for you in the month of July, Scorpio, and bring you back to this Ten of Cups energy that you've wanted all along. And, you know, this will be the natural byproduct of this movement and this cycle. So hopefully this was helpful for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit the like button to share this with more Scorpios out there that may need to hear these messages. And also consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time, or being here with you next time. Many blessings of light and love.